Imagine you're sitting in the living room. Beside you is a little cat, but it looks uneasy. Its round eyes are locked onto a cockroach crawling awkwardly on the ground. And suddenly, a strange question pops into your mind. They say cockroaches can live without their heads. Could that really be true? Can a creature survive without the most important part of its body? At first, it sounds like pure science fiction. But surprisingly, it's true. Cockroaches really can survive for quite some time even after losing their heads. So what's the secret behind this bizarre ability? Let's find out. First, let's be clear. Cockroaches are not ordinary creatures. They've been on Earth for more than 300 million years. That means when dinosaurs ruled the planet, cockroaches were already here. When the dinosaurs went extinct, cockroaches survived. They endured ice ages, asteroid impacts, and even shrugged off some of the strongest insecticides humans have ever invented. In other words, cockroaches are nature's ultimate survival experts. And among all their so-called superpowers, the ability to live without a head is by far the most shocking. To understand, we need to compare humans with cockroaches. 3.1 Circulatory system, the first secret. Humans have a closed circulatory system. Blood is pumped by the heart under high pressure, flowing through a network of blood vessels. The brain controls the heartbeat and coordinates everything. If the head is cut off, signals stop, the heart fails, organs shut down, and death comes within minutes. Cockroaches, however, are different. They have an open circulatory system. Their blood, called hemolymph, doesn't flow through closed vessels but sloshes loosely around their body at very low pressure. So when a cockroach loses its head, it doesn't bleed out like we do. The wound quickly clots and seals itself, almost like plugging a small leaky pipe. 3.2 Respiratory system. Breathing without a brain. We humans breathe through the nose and mouth, with the brain controlling each inhale and exhale. Lose the brain, and the lungs shut down almost instantly. Cockroaches don't work that way. They breathe through tiny holes on their body called spiracles, found on each segment. Air enters directly through these openings and flows into a network of tubes called the trachea, delivering oxygen straight to the tissues. The whole process runs automatically without any need for brain signals. That's why cockroaches can continue breathing normally even without a head. 3.3 Eating and energy. Unbelievably efficient. Another question? If they lose their mouth, how can they eat or drink? It's true, without a head, a cockroach can't eat. But here's the shocking part. They don't really need to, at least not right away. Cockroaches are cold-blooded animals, technically called poikilotherms. Their bodies don't burn much energy to maintain temperature. After just one good meal, they can survive for weeks without food. So if a cockroach loses its head after lunch, it can still survive for a surprisingly long time, as long as it can sit quietly in a dark corner. 3.4 Nervous system, a brain spread across the body. For humans, all movements and reflexes depend on the brain. But cockroaches have a very different setup, a decentralized nervous system. Instead of relying on one central brain, cockroaches have clusters of nerve cells called ganglia spread throughout each body segment. This means each part of the cockroach can react independently without orders from the brain. That's why even headless cockroaches can still crawl around, twitch, or respond to touch, moving in eerie, zombie-like ways. Even stranger, the severed head itself can survive for a few hours, with the antennae still twitching and reacting to touch until its energy runs out. It almost sounds like cockroaches are immortal, but in reality, this survival trick has limits. Even though the body can breathe and move, without a head, there's no way to eat or drink. After about 1 to 2 weeks, the cockroach will die from dehydration or infection. So no, they can't live forever. Still, the fact that they can survive up to 2 weeks without a head makes them true legends of survival in the natural world. Beyond their ability to live headless, cockroaches have more surprising traits. There are over 4,000 different species of cockroaches around the world. Some species can lay up to 400 eggs in their lifetime. Cockroaches can run extremely fast. Their speed, scaled to human size, would equal a person sprinting at about 320 km per hour, 200 miles per hour. Most impressively, cockroaches have outlived countless species, surviving for hundreds of millions of years while many others went extinct. So, we've answered the question, why can cockroaches live without their heads? The secret lies in their unique circulatory system, independent breathing, efficient energy use, and decentralized nervous system. They may not be immortal, but their toughness and strange biology make them some of the hardiest creatures on the planet. And maybe that's why, no matter how hard we try to get rid of them, cockroaches remain a constant presence in our lives, a living reminder of nature's incredible power to adapt and survive. So, next time you see a cockroach, instead of just screaming in fear, remember this: you're looking at a creature that has survived 300 million years of Earth's history and can even stay alive without its head. Let's return to the little cat from the beginning. It's still staring at the crawling cockroach, and you can almost hear its thoughts. If you can't beat them, maybe it's time to join them. At that moment, you can only laugh and say, "You know what? Never mind, kitty."